I want to get back into Graveyard Keeper. Started this off yesterday, played a few hours. It was pretty good. I had some... had some little grindy issues with little bits of it, largely the inventory system. But now I've shoved in a few mods. Hang on, we can even see the mods, can't we? Yeah, here we go. Beam me up, Jerry, and teleport cooldown so that I can have a quick button for the teleport stone and it doesn't have that annoying cooldown. Where's my points? Stops the points just landing on the ground, you just pick them up. And then an actual storage mod. I don't think I've looked into tweaking the storage mod, but it links the storages, which is absolutely what I wanted. And I think it expands our personal storage and maybe even makes things stack better. Haven't played much with it to find out. So let's change that right now. So when last we left off in this game, that I'm very happy to report does not seem to have a lot of time pressure. Because there's one thing I don't want in my beloved corpse burying experience, it's being pressured on time. Always feeling like you gotta keep moving, keep doing, because there are things being cut off that you've got to get to. The closest thing we've had to that is needing to get to our church on the right day. We actually had to wait 6 days for the acolytes to come back and allow us to do, well, to get access to the church. But now we have access to it, and ultimately this is where a lot of my motivation lies in the game. I want this to be the rootinest, tootinest, best looking cemetery you've ever seen, which means I want these bodies to be a whole lot better than they are. I made a big mistake burying a couple of absolutely terrible bodies, so that tells me I need to exhume them and start being a lot more picky with my bodies. Now, when we get crap bodies, I'm just going to float them down the River Ganges. However, I can't help but feel that there's going to be some kind of downside to that. Surely someone, somewhere, is going to start complaining that I keep sending bodies down the river. Don't know when or where or how, I just get the feeling. Because sending them down the river is free, so why would I choose to spend fuel burning them? There must be a catch. I don't know what it is. Right, this is an important note though. Prayers only on Sundays. I really want to make vast amounts of money through the faith economy. The question is, how do I go about doing that? Why would I want to build a chest? Well, for storage, of course. Yeah, that might actually be relevant. Maybe I should put it down. Hang on, I just lost my grid. Oh, I still lose my grid. Where am I meant to put my chest? Where can I put my chest? Anywhere? How about nowhere? How bizarre. Could also remove some things here, the pews and that. But honestly, I don't have a lot of things available. The gating in this game feels both good and bad. I haven't made my mind up about it. Didn't you get money for cremating? You can pan the building screen. Pan, you say? Right, well, let's clear this place up. And quickly observe my inventory. I think the inventory is going to expand as I pick up more junk. One can only hope. But I'd like to link this place up with my house proper. Right, studying. So it looks like... See, we got that thing at the top, study not completed. Now we can study. I'm curious to check out bits of people's bodies, but I need science. And I don't know how we get science, so one can only hope that we'll find access to that some way, somehow. Need wooden pegs. And what's that very uniform-looking wooden block that we have there? A wooden beam. How, pray tell, do I make wooden beams? Guessing that's under building somewhere, somehow? Here we go. Need a circular saw, but I need some ecumenical knowledge, which I still don't know how to get. So clearing out the pathway between here and home is off the menu for now. What do we have here, though? Chaos solution, acceleration powder, speed potion, blood. Hope it's not Chris's blood. Yeah, once again I need those beams, huh? Okay. Alright, we'll suss all this out one way or another. I can build a study table, but of course I already have a study table. just don't know how to study yet. Don't know how to get science. In fact, there's a bunch of things that I don't know enough of here. Perhaps we can suss that out. For example, you'd figure the theology branch would be my way to enhance the church. Unfortunately, it all costs that bloomin' ecumenical knowledge that I still don't know how to get. I would imagine you get that from doing prayers, but that's something we can only do weekly. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense now, would it? Maybe, just maybe, you can tell me here. Blue points represent your spiritual knowledge. You'll get your first stuff at the study table in church basement. You earn points by simply doing anything, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, yes, but how do I get science? Technology? No. Souls room? Extract souls from bodies. Yeah, I would like to incinerate, actually. Whilst I'm going down rabbit holes, how can I get my incinerator? Is that a theological thing? Yes, it's cremation, but again, I need the blue stuff. For blue stuff, I need science. No explanation whatsoever as to how to get science, but it is there. There must be a way to get it. Can I study anything without needing science? Could I study my nails? No. No, it looks like everything needs science. How peculiar. Some things need more science than others, huh? I'll have a bumble about a bit before I go crawling for help onto how to get science, but that is the main thing that I really... Again, my main motivation in playing this whole freaking game currently is that I really want to have an amazing graveyard. I certainly don't want to help out those refugees we saw. In fact, I would rather like to go to the Inquisitor, who is available on Man Day at Witch Hill. Oh, it's currently Man Day. Right, well I might go and see if I can go and report the fugitives. Did we speak to this guy before? Yeah, there we go. He's not very happy about us being so well off and him not. And he lives us a lovely wee present. How nice. Oh gosh, I can drag it around on my feet. In fact, I'm really gliding after going over that donkey poo. Alright, well let's clear it away, shall we? And get rewarded with some seeds. Now the body you dropped in... Oh, hello skull. Maybe you can explain science to me. Amnesia, oh, tell me about it. I think I just grabbed the donkey poo footstep in here. Perhaps if I get my skull buddy some wine, he'll... Oh, hello. You're still moving. He's not the only one who's still moving. What's going on? I think slipping on that donkey poo caused some issues with my character. In fact, he's spinning around faster and faster. Oh, what? Okay, there we go. Nice day for a bonus corpse. Well, that other corpse is degrading. We can't be having that. Like someone that gets right to the chase here. I bought a keeper's book from Creepy Man, a morgue. Okay. I have work to do, so could you please wrap this up? Chewing gum, skull, keeper, key. As long as there's money involved. Anyway, I got work to do, so nice to meet you, but I gotta go. Ugh. Not a great looking body, but give me that blood. So as we best understand, extracting blood and fat is always good for getting a quality corpse. But there's something else wrong with this body. How are we going to make it better? Maybe he's got a bad heart. I'm going to assume that your heart is terrible and take it out. Something's making you bad after all. Well, I made a dog's mess of that. Maybe your intestines are all sorts of naff. Oh, it was the intestines. Sweet. Then maybe I could give you a better heart. Although I don't know the stats of these bits and bobs that I have. Maybe this will be a better heart. We'll give it a go. I haven't had any luck selling these goodies. Oh yeah, it was a good heart. All right, we got a pretty damn good body now. You're coming with me. Kind of looked like he was crippling under the weight there. All right, all right. Besides, I make money by putting corpses in the ground. I do consider myself a bit of a bodybuilder. Might as well be a good one. Right, you can go right over here. Boy, they degrade far too fast. Maybe I need to embalm them somehow. Right, get in there. And just like that, we got a burial certificate and a nice wee grave. Sadly, I don't have any nice gravey things to give you. Well, that's not entirely true. Got this cross. And bang, just like that, my graveyard is looking a whole lot better. How many of these donkey poo stained footsteps am I going to be trailing? That was a weird issue though. Can we make it happen again? Maybe the donkey poo had to still be there, but you notice that we stepped on it, we started gliding really fast. Madness. No, right. I'm just going to assume that... Hang on, my inventory doesn't look all that large. Can I make it a bit larger by grabbing something else? Yeah, there we go. It self-expands. I don't know how big, but hopefully big enough to not cause me incredible amounts of grief when playing. Because, you know, I like playing this game. I do not want to spend half the time managing my inventory. Inventory is pain. Let's see if we can report those ne'er-do-wells that we found at the refugee camp, because I truly have no intention of helping them. They are, after all, heretics, and we are but a slave to his will. You're leaving footsteps before the poo, yeah, but not indoors to the same amount that I was before. I don't think, at least. So this is Witch Hill, where we had a cracking good witch burning earlier. Where is my good friend the Inquisitor? Huh, not seeing him. That's strange, he's meant to be here on Man Day. But I don't see him. You definitely don't want to be his enemy. Meet me on any man day on Witch Hill. And I'm quite convinced this is Witch Hill. It's Woman Day, isn't it? Ah, you are quite right. Well, maybe you're quite right. Ah, yes. God, I need a refund on my laser eye surgery. Nobody tell the Inquisitor that I thought he'd be around on Woman Day. I don't think he'd take that all too well. Alright, let's head on over to Dead Horse. Get our much needed dosh for burying. Still want that stamp so I can start selling nasty meat, but here's the certificate. Wait, I had 2 certificates? I don't recall having another one, but that doesn't really matter all that much. There we go. Did you find some quality of life mods to make it less tedious? Yeah, for one, I don't need to open my inventory to use my teleportation thing. I can just go bing. I can also add more places to that list if I so desire. I don't yet, but maybe someday I will. Still need to get that science. How in God's name do I get science? Well, I've unlocked the church, but I haven't done anything with it. There must be something I'm missing here. Oh, hang on. Were you always looking like that? We congratulate you on reopening. We're pleased to inform you these lands, subject of law, surface buildings, 1 Royal Elite Force bits, mailbox, a vast array of services. Your taxes may also be paid by mail. And this is how I get permission to exhume corpses. Excellent! I got some crap corpses that I buried and really should not have done. What is this? Citizen? Rightful citizen? Aristocrat? I don't know what this is, but I guess I could pay some citizen taxes. Maybe this is the taxes? I don't know. Figure that out in due time. Didn't get anything new here. I need to be able to get peat in order to do nice flower beds, and I do want to do nice flower beds at some point. There must be something I'm missing with you. And look at this, I can go to my different trunks and things to do this. They all got linked, thank God for that. Right, I've tried a lot of different things. Carrot seeds, no. Flowers, mushrooms, flitches. This story wasn't showing up here. What is this story anyway? I have no idea what stories are, what they're used for. Casual prayer and faith. Needed to guarantee a successful ceremony. A couple words without any real inspiration. You don't need to worry about the exhuming bad corpses unless you want the perfect graveyard out, but I do want a very nice graveyard. It's easy to bump up the rating just by putting in new, better corpses, yeah, but I don't like having crappy ones out there. They ought to be burned. Wait, burial certificate? I thought I sold these. I was quite certain I'd sold these. Okay, chat, who knows how to get science? Because I don't have a clue. There's nothing giving me any information about what it is or where it comes from. While we're at it, let's see what I did wrong about selling these certificates. Take that, and then... Okay. I bet I pressed the wrong button there. This game uses Xbox glyphs whilst I'm using a PlayStation controller. A cardinal sin and a guarantee of getting a negative review from me. But I have not found a fix for it. Study paper, craft paper. But I wasn't able to study. Oh, maybe story is different from paper. But I don't have paper. Perhaps I need to learn how to craft paper. We've got research. I can't write. I guess I can look into paper crafting. The church workbench will do it for me. Alright. Now, I don't like having to walk over to the church constantly, but this is surely where I can add in... Let's see if I know how this works. If I add that and I add church... Oh god, they're all enabled by default. That's probably going to make a very long list, isn't it? Hang on, no, it's not there. What madness is this? Church certainly looks enabled here. Hang on, what if I go like there? This is why I should have tested this, huh? Custom location keybind. Yeah, but it's already got church right here. I don't know how to have it on that. Enable list expansion, perhaps? Oh boy, that certainly did something. Alright, so if I have that going, and then maybe disable everything that I don't want, that might work better. For example, if I get rid of Alchemy Laboratory and Apiary, are those not going to show up? I sure don't see them there. Let's give this a quick go. If I disable all of these, what you get for doing things live. Right, if I have all of those away, I close you. I ignore you. And then I bring you back up. Yeah, it won't show up now. Excellent. That means I can just add ones that I do want. I want Sweet Home there, for sure. And I would quite like my... How about my morgue? My church? The dead horse? There was a refugee camp there earlier, right? Yeah, if I keep all of those there, and bang! Oh man, I love modding. He misses sleeping. God, can you imagine if you could never sleep again? Some might see that as a blessing and see that as a curse. I love to sleep. Never unchain him? Sorry, I don't know what you were talking about there. Ah, thanks, Bazzy Joe. I will put that to use. It's so nice to the skull here. Why does he keep saying Sard? Right, so I'm gonna need some more beer, and God knows what that is. Maybe later. And then there's still this weirdo. Yeah, just leave you to it. Alright, so. Now that we know how to make paper, we will make paper. Ah, hang on. That needs some kind of crafty bench, doesn't it? Yes, church workbench requires more nails and more complex iron parts. I didn't agree to this. Complex iron parts, you say? That's advanced forging, which requires a proper anvil. Anvil 2 stone cutter. I don't think my crummy wooden one's going to cut it. Okay, back to it, we guess. And this is why I'm so grateful to have the teleport. Imagine having to walk back and forth for all these little increments. Anyway, an anvil is needed, and I have the power to do so. So there you go. And then at the anvil, I make the complex iron parts. Although I neglected to memorize how many I need. I think it was 4. We already knackered? Jeez. Back to sleep with you. So you make the church workbench, lets you make the paper from skin or bat wings. Then you can study the paper. Interesting. I don't know why the game didn't want to tell me any of that. I assume it had its reasons. My smithy for your house, the church, and the graveyard. Doesn't sound very generous. I was wondering when, if ever, we would get some combat. And oh god, the game is still ongoing, so there's a corpse out there that's biodegrading. I don't want it to degrade. He's wearing a dress. Funny, in a game that has so little time pressure, has things carrying on during cutscenes. So I kind of just want to mash through this so I can go and see to my corpse rather than listening to all this nonsense. Which I think I might do. Is this a DLC thing? The part feels like when things feel a little out of place timing-wise, it's been DLC related. Maybe buying DLC was a mistake. Alright, shut up, I need to see to my corpse. Yeah, how about I think about this later? Get me out of here. I got a corpse to see to. Donkey's on strike. Grease the wheels. No corpses on the day of sun. And better pay. There isn't another donkey. Some of the writing in this is tickling my funny bone. Put the carrot... I don't have carrots. Why would you think I have carrots? Or grease for your... Okay. No more corpses for a while then. That's okay, I wasn't exactly making bank off of corpses, but how am I meant to have a good graveyard with no corpses? Well, he did crap out a bunch of carrot seeds for me, but I don't have access to a garden, or do I? Oh. Was this always here? I quite like garlic. Why is all the vampire nonsense coming out of nowhere? I'm trying to see to my graveyard. Alright, can I at least take this garlic? Just sitting there. Is that because my inventory is full? Don't know what to make of that. How about I dump a bunch of this stuff? Probably, well, I might need this faith-related stuff. I don't know what it's used for, how it's used, but let's just dump things for now. Hopefully these trunks have massive storage capacity because I don't want to spend all my game fiddling around with them. Does seem like that's the way that it goes, though. Alright, losing my focus here. I was just trying to do one thing. There's my garlic. Yeah, what exactly is my inventory, and what can be done about that? No, not closing the whole thing. There is a storage thing. Additional inventory spaces. Huh. Probably shouldn't mess around with this, lest I end up breaking something. Right, needed that, needed nails. Probably benefit from having more of you, but I need more firewood. Yes, firewood. Firewood from those made here. Okay. I needed some wooden wedges for something. I'll make some of those for now. Get myself the firewood, get myself some more iron flowing. I think I heard somewhere that when you sharpen your tools, it does damage to the whetstone irregardless of the amount that you fix your tool. So I should probably be a bit careful with that, if indeed it's true. Anyway, make me a whole bunch more iron. Seems important. Love to plant those carrot seeds in my garden, but can't seem to do that. Probably because I don't have any gardening technology. Right, so we can change that. Transplanting. Place berry bushes. Grape farming? Well, it's all rather cheap to unlock, so let's grab... Ooh, that wasn't much to get. Ah, but again, it needs peat, which we don't have and we don't know how to get. Perhaps someday. Not that garden, but it says garden. This one looks more like a field, though. Ah, but I need to claim the property. And I need to speak to Hordak about that. Perhaps I should. Is he someone I can talk to immediately? Also, I've forgotten who Hordak is. Is that you? Yes. Garden, graveyard, seized by merchants. Nobody uses it. I can give you permission. Oh, he just gives it to me. Ah, of course. On every demonic-looking day, he goes to the barn just south of the tavern. Okay, alright. Well, perhaps we can sort that out later on. For now, I need to get my carrots so I can still get my bodies. Man's from Scotland has trouble finding peat. He used to burn peat to stay warm back in the day. Alright, now... Empty garden bed. I guess I just put one closest to the house for ease of access. Now let's get harvest mooning. How does this work? Something rather refreshing about 4 of them. Alright, well I did this rather nicely. Thought it might be 9 per square, 4 per square. I didn't expect 3 per square. No, it was 4 per square. And it still works out. Very good. Do I have to water them? Do I have to care about them at all? I don't know. We'll just leave them there and see what happens. I mean, there is water here, isn't there? But no interaction or indication that I need to do any of that. What do you say? Absolutely nothing. Okay. Well, just let nature take its course, get those carrots, feed the donkey, and hopefully all will be well. I'm already knackered. And when's the Day of Horns? It's just past. We're getting pretty bad timing for NPCs that we need to speak to. I don't know why they made them so unavailable. Yeah, we need to get Rusty Watering Can and upgrade it to iron, then bronze, silver, gold, and... what's usually the top one? Mithril or a calcium? Something like that. So many different things going on, I can barely keep mental track of what I was doing. I believe I was trying, and potentially failing, to get my science on the go. And for that I need my church workbench. Looks like a pretty cozy fit right here. We've got Sunday, Moon Day, Man Day, Demon Day, Quake Day, and Woman Day. Step aside current calendar. Right, I can make pigskin paper out of... well, humans and pigs are genetically quite closely linked, are we not? I've heard such things before. So, there we go. I have paper. Lucky me. Ah, okay. Well, maybe we can study you then. Nope, that requires science. Perhaps I need to clean it up. Seems very strange that there'd even be that step, but okay, let's make some clean paper. Lots of it. This is still not giving me ecumenical knowledge. It's certainly giving me plenty of red knowledge. I have been told that on the game's initial release it was incredibly slow to gain knowledge. Alright. Would you look at that? By looking at all this clean paper, decomposing it will give us 2 science. Alright, great. I don't see any reason not to just decompose a ton of this stuff, but this tells me I want to gain a lot of skin down the line. Right, now that I have knowledge, or science rather, I can science things. But why? Why would I science things? I don't know. But I'm very interested in bodies, so let's... Ooh. It costs me faith to learn about blood, but I'm very interested in blood, so let's study blood. I gave a lot of ecumenical knowledge. What did we learn about blood? I have no idea. It just says study complete. Did we get information, or is that simply a way to gain ecumenical knowledge? I don't know. Less chance of making a surgical error when extracted hard spares and soft spares. That would be good. I would also like surgeon. What else do we want to work our way towards? Yeah, I want to make my church really good, and it's going to be time for a knee-slapping sermon in 1, 2, 3 days. So maybe I could make some better bench. Business of the faith. For those who earn their keep, this will give you a commercial blessing to improve the vendor. Why, yes, I think we should do business of the faith. Get ourselves some candles, and yeah, just get us all this stuff. Meanwhile, let us study more things. Let's study fat. This item can be decomposed into fluid. I beg your pardon. Plus, where did all my fat go? Maybe I don't have as much as I thought. Tell me about brains. Oh, brains are very expensive to look at. I guess we need a lot of faith to study human parts, right? Ooh, but I would like to know a bit about skulls. Yes, yes, tell me about skulls. Can be decomposed into nothing, okay. So what if I were to look at another... Oh, I see, it's no longer showing on the list because I've already learned about it. That's good, I was worried I'd have to look at various different skulls and hearts and intestines and things. Well, let's just look at some other things then. What's this weird powder that we found? Chaos solution. And acceleration powder. I think this was in the box down here. Why would I want to study nails? I don't know. Also, why do we need faith to study nails? Gosh, faith is needed to look at a lot of things. It would be nice if it showed me up front which of these are costing me faith to look at. Can't even look at ores? Bizarre. Looks like we cannot stat max on science. We must throw some good sermons, but that's all the more reason to suss out how exactly we make ourselves a better church. Fluids, powders, and solutions. Everything else requires faith. I hear you loud, and maybe even clear. Alright, so I definitely want to boost up the quality of my church, which I assume makes my sermons all that much better. For that, I need quite a lot of quality metal. Candelabras, wall candelabras, some benches with nails and wooden planks. I'll get right on it. Nails, huh? Always needing more nails. Alright, how about I just give myself a fat stack of nails? Steady on the spoilers there, Victor. I do want to figure things out as we go along. Part of the catharsis is not being able to do something and then finding out how to do it. Yeah, Plucky Bald Man, the difference is very pronounced between this and the first-person graveyard keeping game that we played. That game was terrible. One of the worst I've even played. Probably the worst horror game I've played. Right, now if I want complex iron parts, well, I'm going to need those iron ingots. And I'm going to need some simple parts, of course. Not sure about amazing, but I'm certainly impressed by what I see in this game already. Hang on, was it simple or complex parts that I needed for making all that stuff in the church? Ooh, yeah. Of course it wouldn't show me very nicely, but let's have a quick look. I'm sure I said complex, but now I'm thinking it's just simple stuff that I needed. Yes, very simple. So make some simple parts and get some of that. Is that fletch or boards? Planks. Alright. I'm trying to remember where bits are. Here's some flitches. And then I think it's the wooden working thing just below me. That's the one. And this guy gets so knackered so quickly. Oh, must be wary that it is man day today, and I want to go and report those infidels to the Inquisitor. I was considering just teleporting up there, but I suppose I can walk along there, enjoy the view a bit, try and figure out how to reach the lower levels. There are some things I can only make in the iron anvil, I believe, like complex metal parts. There you are, my friend. There's something righteous in the air. Oh right, it was a quest just to meet him after all. Good to know we'll be burning another witch here. Torturing her. Ah. Forgiveness is worth it. Firewood, advertising flyers. This all sounds rather good, Inquisitor. I'll wait for you, the witch isn't going anywhere. Da 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 da. Okay. Well, I could easily make the firewood, but how do I make flyers? Cultists desecrated. Picnic. Evil. Need to make sure you're on our side before I give you permission to use the graveyard. Ooh, yes. Okay, how do we make sure about that? I need to make you happy, and I can make you happy with firewood, but I need to figure out flyers. Flyers sounds like something to do with book writing. No. How do I make flyers? Well, maybe I shouldn't worry too much about that. Let's get the firewood going first. I don't want to make that walk again, so what we do is we go and add Witch Hill to the list. Bang. There we go. Because the slow walking in this game is indeed rather tedious. Here's some firewood. The righteous battle, and surely you can trust me. You're more trusted than most of my guards. Excellent, excellent. Still don't know how to get those flyers, but I'm sure we'll suss it out eventually. Has the wooden anvil become redundant? Nails, simple parts, and various bits like that. Nails, simple parts, various bits like that. So I would be inclined to believe this has become redundant. So now it's time to learn, do we get anything back from destroying something? Hopefully. Well, it costs energy to tear it apart. And we got simple iron parts and metal scrap. Don't know exactly how much of those. Yeah, space is important. Still got these stories that I don't know what they are or what they do. Guess I'll just dump them here for now. Yeah, no clue at all. Used to open the western side of the graveyard. I'll do just that. Yeah, tons of items that I don't exactly know what I'm meant to be doing with. I would still like to have a bit of order to how I put things in, but What exactly are the size of these? Oh, it's 45, and I'm 40 in terms of space, huh? Do wish it was considerably larger than that, but oh well. I think I'd still rather have edibles inside. Don't know about you things, though. Why worry about it? Hi, Jake. I'm enjoying the game. Thanks for the recommendation. Says Nikki of all people. Holy smokes. Nikki has been around since the dawn of time, pretty much. But it's rare that he actually comes in for a stream, and it's even rarer that he ever has something nice to say. Celebratory occasion indeed. Right, let's see what we can do with that opened up graveyard. Also, do you have more bits and bobs for me? There we go. Also, what of these? Don't know how long it takes them to be ready, but hopefully someday. Yeah, Nikki enjoying something. Something just doesn't sit right. Very happy to know that I can get my Exhume certificates now. However, it costs more to exhume a body than it does to plant a body, so we really need to figure out how to make more money. I would like to turn corpse meat into money somehow. I don't know, make burgers and sell them to the locals. We'll have to suss that one out. Right, how about another church bench? Can I rotate it? No, I cannot. Oh, I don't even have to build it, it just gets placed. But it ended up making enough metal to do my candelabras. Prayers available in 2 days. Is there not anything we can do to boost our ecumenical abilities? I have plenty of stuff for it. Prayer for donations. Word about deeds. Yeah, but I don't have 10 to 50 level of happiness inside the church. I would have thought that having a nice graveyard out front would improve things, but maybe it doesn't work that way. If I want 4 additional jub bits for that, I need 1, 2, 3 more benches, and oh man, there's gotta be something else I can build here. Power of Faith? A prayer for repentance? Thurman Faith. But it's a blueprint for a confessional. Surely everybody would love to go to a confessional. Ugh, costs a lot of stuff, including 4 complex iron bits. But it gives a nice big boost. Alright, we're going to prey on people's guilt. So I need 12 woody bits and 4 fancy metal bits. Complex parts. We need them. And my delicate little hands are already overworked, so sleepy die-by times. Yeah, I figured flyers would be in the business of faith, but I didn't see them there. So I needed to look closer. Right here. Oh, yes, now I see it. Aha, commercial blessings, flyers, excellent. Right, confessional first then, one step at a time. Especially when time is constantly flowing. So we got that. On top of that we needed a bunch of planks, which need a bunch of filches. I believe I needed 11 of them. Tools don't die on me here. How are my tools doing anyway? Ah, they're A-okay. Sleep seems slow. Well, it passes time rather rapidly. Maybe that's what you're getting at. Come on, you can get this done in a one-er. Oh man, I'm already so very much in love with fast travel here. What was it that said in Dragon's Dogma 2? If your game needs fast travel, you've got a boring game. Perhaps they shouldn't have been so quick to say that in Dragon's Dogma. Ah, here we go. My little corner for confessionals. I'd rather have the confession over here, a little bit more tucked away. And I do have to build it, I suspected as much. Come on, don't collapse on me now. There we go. High quality church for high quality sermons. No one to make a confession. Hopefully, this means that when I do my awesome prayer, we can certainly have one that is profitable. Like having another church bench, that's 6 more bits and bobbles. But I don't know how important it is to reach thresholds or to just have an overall good number. Also, what's the point in having a good graveyard rating? It looks like all the stuff to do with the church has to do with the church's rating. I would have thought a good graveyard would improve that. Ugh, why do I need a tech for this? What possible technology is there needed for tearing down other kinds of trees? Don't know. You'd think it's farming in nature. You can make a very special dish out of super mushrooms or it might kill you. Garden bed with sticks, gardening, beekeeping, insects, bee domestication. A bit more. Ah, here we go. Wood cutting. Chop down big trees, get 2 logs, and we have just enough ecumenical know-how to do it. Yeah, but we're too tired. Okay, well, go for a nap. The church rating gives faith, the graveyard rating gives the money. I do like the money. Well, I'm just looking forward to having my first proper sermon session. Got to engage the villagers. Make sure they know righteous fear. Right, I believe I still wanted more flitches for planks and things. I'm told there's an automation loop, kinda looking forward to that. I just make 20 planks and need them eventually. How are the carrots doing? Does that look harvestable to you? I would have thought so, but no. I want to get my bodies going so I can properly get industry going now. Now that I somewhat know about pulling out bits and bobs from bodies and putting them into other better bodies. Oh, now hang on. I pulled out a heart or something earlier. And I don't know if it was good or bad. It was bad though, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So one of these 2 are bad hearts. What am I meant to do with them though? I don't know. If it were me, I'd be making them into a lovely sausage. I'm watching the VOD on YouTube. Check the Twitch. It's ongoing on Twitch right now. I have a dilemma. Do I keep watching on YouTube? Do I watch Twitch? I cannot answer that for you. Personally, I don't like ever jumping ahead, so I would probably 2x speed watch the VOD in your position. But I'm not in your position, and I'm not you. We can only have our sermons on the day of the sun, which it is now, so we're going to be doing it. Want to be well rested for it. And bright and early seems like the right time to have some churchy goodness. So go to church, and let's see how this works. So we can do a... Hang on, I thought I unlocked all these other kinds of sermons. Sermons for vast amounts of dosh, for example. Yeah, look at that. Prayer for prosperity. Crafted at the desk and desk 2. Are you desk? No. shifted at desk. Oh, certainly not here. Raised site, flower bed. You, where can I get a desk? Ah, finally, access to clay. We've been wanting that previous. Oh, he also gives me my first bits of ecumenical knowledge. Shame I've already got some. Soup kitchen, special price. Gather sand, gather clay, give him bowls. It seems very strange that this was gated. Casual prayer is there, cookies are there. Candles! Gosh, they're expensive though. Also, it seems I could make my own. Combo prayer, imagination prayer, prosperity. But how do I get a desk? Desk is church basement. Pretty sure I always checked the church basement. There's just study table and workbench. It's not desk. Unless desk is something I have to unlock. That wouldn't make any sense. Ooh, but I do want cremation. What am I lacking for that? More spiritual knowledge, huh? What's the desk? Eating supplies, bookshelf, desk 2. Ah, there we go. Blueprint for the desk. Right, but I need ecumenical knowledge for it, which I don't have. Okay, looks like we cannot pray for money. We can just do a regular prayer. That is very sad. I wanted my money. Maybe someone will go to Confessional. I'll be able to get some money anyway, then. Glad you're delivering Graveyard Keeper 2 after the pin in the video. Thanks so much. Oh, wow, people are actually here. Our church is great. Okay, people seem happy enough. Let us pray for his blessing. Yes, throw unto me your faith. Oh. Got some powers. Yes. Please don't forget the donation box on the way out. It's not a lot, but it's a start. Firm foundations. Ugh, only 4 faith though. We can only do this once a week. Alright, well that wasn't great, and sadly no one is here to make a confession. But baby steps, we'll have them next time. Now that I have some faith, I can study things to get ecumenical knowledge, to get my desk, to do better prayers. So what do I want to study for all of it? I don't know, some things are pretty expensive to study. Maybe I should go with cheap things first, like berries. Oh, well, it tells me, it tells me the cost, not how much I get out of it. If I study hearts, will I be able to understand what level of good or badness is in them? Let's find out. Well, at least I can decompose a heart, because I want to get rid of them now. And I got myself 50 loads of ecumenical knowledge. Well, that's rather nice. Sadly, I cannot discover the brain. Oh, meat! Yeah, I need to figure out things about flesh. So I want to be able to sell my flesh as burgers to the populace. Cannot be decomposed, gives myself a bit of knowledge though, and that knowledge is going straight into a desk. So I can write notes, whatever that means. I don't know what stories are all about. Maybe I can write books and sell them to people. Ink, scroll shelf. Now I want stuff that I know that I can put to use. Prayer for donations. Combo prayers. The smell of faith. I really want cremation though. Burning corpses. Let's get ourselves a crematorium. And... Yes. I need to figure out how to work clay. Don't really need to make jugs in that currently, I don't think. There's nothing to figure out cooking. Basically, I'm looking for things that I immediately want for my immediate goals, because it looks like this game pulls you in very many different directions. I mean, I could look into gathering better and setting up garden beds, but that's not where I'm at the moment. I don't want to keep biting off things that I cannot really chew. That said, I would love prayers for donations. You should get Pete. Where was Pete at? I would quite like Butcher so I don't mess up the bodies quite so much. Kinda need Surgeon on that path. Pete. There you are. I need that Pete for my glorious graves. Also, is that a maggot? Yeah, there is maggots. Ugh. Oh well, they're part of nature just like us, I suppose. I think I needed glass for something. I'm certain something required glass for building. Blacksmith. When your work is done, you always manage to make some extra nails. That sounds nice, but I don't want nice, I want things that advance me. We'll bank it for now, because I want to get going with my economy. One problem that I've constantly been having is not enough dosh. And it's not that I've been needing the dosh for anything, but I want the dosh because currently I'm not able to keep myself fiscally afloat. It costs me more to exhume than I make from burying, and that is a loop that needs to be broken, so I need to burn bodies, I guess. You need your carrots so I can get my bodies back. Those carrots look ripe and juicy, though. Okay. Noticing something here. I get fewer seeds back than I put into them, so looks like you get only 2/3 of your return back. That might be relevant, but it also might not be relevant. I believe you can make a better hammer at the new anvil. I thought I already went around making better tools. Axe, shovel, there we go. But it's still just rusty hammer, and I already have a rusty hammer. Yeah. What a shame. Although maybe I need the technology. Smithing. There's iron hammer there. I don't have the know-how to make it. There's steel tools, which probably need steel, right? Yeah, steel ingots. Pass on that for now. And then I completely forgot what it was I was trying to do, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. Don't know what use metal scraps have for me currently. Rock waste. Perhaps I need to study that to know what to do with it, and perhaps I shall. Okay, okay. I want that crematorium. Stands to reason the crematorium isn't done here, it's probably done down in my morgue. No. I did unlock crematorium, right? Somewhere. Isn't it? Here we go. Cremation. Place for burning corpses, ceramic, funeral urn, stone, columbarium. I would have thought it would be here, but I do not see it here. Perhaps somewhere in the church itself? Perhaps outside the church. Ooh, it almost makes too much sense, but there's a problem, of course. Flower bed's not a problem if I can get myself that peat, but that stone columbarium needs wooden beams, which needs circular sawing. Also polished stone. Holy moly, right. 1 step forward, 3 steps back around here. Right, I need to polish stone with stone carving, and I need a circular saw, which means I need a butt-ton more knowledge So it looks like cremating bodies is a little bit out yet. Alright, but we can work on that. Means I'm just taking care of bodies for a little bit longer. That's a building to place the urns in. Oh, then where's my crematorium? Nobody mentioned south of here. Are you a crematorium? I don't think it would be. I do not think it would be this far away. By the way, can I get clay yet? Long last clay. Oh, is this just infinite clay? I forget what I needed clay for, but I guess I'll just take a bunch of it. Things in general. Clearly the crematorium's not done inside the church. Running out of ideas as to where we can cremate. How about you? Now we're talking. A place for burning corpses. All I need is all of the wood ever. Right, I'll get right on it. I wonder if I can fast travel when holding onto a large piece of wood. If I do this and I go sweet home. And then back to church. Hey, maybe this is why they put a cooldown on this. It matters not. So have you got big old sticks for me? Oh yeah, okay. Maybe we can master the art of doing the log train. Ah, this doesn't seem like fun at all. Anyway, I need this wood, so it's coming with me. Don't you start this, Star. If you want to trek back and forth agonizingly slowly in this game, be my guest. There we go. Right, so with that, I needed to make some billets. And amazing, he didn't get tuckered out. Although he's still tired, so go and take a nap. What was that praying symbol above the Confessional? The one that had a 5 on it? That was indicating it's giving +5 to my rating, unless there was something else going on there, which isn't impossible. Oh, is someone in there? Wait, what the heck was that? I got a story, whatever story is, and I got a little bit of faith, which is very welcome, actually. Could put that to use immediately. I thought people would only come on Sundays. Because people have needs around the clock. Alright, well, we just looked at this billet. Why don't we study it? It's wood. Identifying wood. Well, wasn't that thrilling? Now we want to set up a place for burning bodies, and then we start working our way through the bodies. More of a pyre than anything else. What? Why would I hit the thing? Maybe that's just destroying it, right? Perhaps I'll get a body and see what can be done with it. Provided it's a bad body, if it's a good body. Oh, buggery bollocks. On top of the carrots, he also wants oil for his wheels, and I don't know how to make that. Perhaps it's a technology somewhere, somehow. Building, smithing, farming, nature... fermentation, book writing, theologing. You'd think I could boil some fat down into grease. Wouldn't that make all of the sense? But it wouldn't make a lot of sense gameplay-wise, because what if I had no bodies left and that was the only way to get it? Maybe it can be bought somewhere. I'll pop into town if I can't find it here, but first and foremost... What if I take one of you and then I don't want to destroy, I want to decompose you. How do I decompose something? You know, destroy makes me think I get rid of the whole thing. Decomposes into... Well, how do I decompose? I don't know, and that might not be how I get the fat. I'm gonna go into town and see if they sell some oil or grease. Still no stamp, and you have no grease. You also don't have any wine for my floating head friend. Oh, you sell firewood. And packages of meat? That doesn't sound likely. Those look like they could be the greasy things, but we need to get the vendor up a tier. Dang. He wants you to put the carrots in the box. Ah, that's quite likely. Who else would reasonably sell me some much needed grease? Well, while I'm here I might as well rob them blind. Just robbing people, of course. I gain valuable knowledge from doing this. You don't sell polished stones, do you? No. Well, maybe they do if I leveled them up, but they are certainly not leveled up. Huh, let's go down in that hole. Grease, grease, grease. Could do with an almanac here. Red wine, apple ferment, brewing stuff. Don't know why this is unknown. Surely it wouldn't be under smithing. One does not simply smith grease. Do need that circular saw for the wooden beams, but it's going to cost me a lot of tech. Heck, all of this stuff here costs a lot. I do not know. Need to grease his wheels? No idea how to get grease. Are you grease? No, you're paper glob. My best bet is melting down that fat into grease, but I don't know how to decompose. Brewing stuff is what you're looking for, I believe, but ask chat. Brewing stuff for grease? Also, what would brewing even be under? Cooking? The vine press can make oil from fat. What is that under? Grape farming into winemaking? There's a lot of question marks in my way here. Grapes, hops, apples... Game is terribly not forthcoming with information. Maybe that's the point. I want you to keep playing to suss these things out for yourself, which is what I'm doing, I suppose. Do I have those carrots? I got those carrots. Enjoy my manifest. Okay, we still have the oil. I need the bodies. Well, I want the bodies. I suppose I don't need them. Harumph. Harumph. What do I do now? Stumped at that grease. You can 100% buy oil. I remember I just did that. Yes, but where? I can't see anybody selling oil. And that is a real question. I would like to know where I can get oil. The hobo to the right of town sells it, I believe. Sounds good to me. I think I've really sussed out all the different characters and merchants yet. Although it's nighttime, they may well be fast asleep. Oh, hang on. Can I steal some eggs? Well... Oh, I'm too nice, I don't steal them. Still a bit sad that I couldn't report those infidels to my main man. Of course this kind of game would have fishing. Well, if it's a good fishing minigame, it'll be a very rare case of a game like this having enjoyable fishing. Got a hand to this game's lighting, looks good. This is a spot, well, I guess he's not going to be here at this time of night. But we can check in the morning. Thinking about it, I haven't explored around the village all that much. Oh, but I'm back here at Grindy Boys. Okay. I need to advance myself through paying taxes in order to get permission to leave. Truly indentured servitude. On the Day of the Horn. What was available on Horn Day? I forget. Oh well, with little else to do, I might as well harvest some goodies until I'm tired. Oh, people continue to confess to me. Excellent. That stuff immediately gets liquidated down. Passing through here, I still need that circular saw, but when I have it, oh boy. To the moon. Bones? Yeah, we can study bones. Still says how to decompose, but I don't know how to decompose. No obvious way for that. Taxed by churches, taxed by government, taxed by the union. Truly the common man's experience. Well, they should be the taxer, not the taxi. They got hands and feet, they can rise to the challenge. Hi Jake, do you play the game with mods? I installed 4 mods for quality of life. One removes the cooldown from the teleport stone, the other allows you to teleport to more locations, one enhances the inventory, and I forget what the 4th one does. What was it? Oh, it automatically collects the points so they don't hang around on the ground. I had noticed some points just littering around the place because they don't gravitate towards you quite as well as many other items. This is certainly getting me green science. What was red science again? Handcrafting skills, working with materials. Alright, so that sounds like making nails and wooden things. We can do that back home. Well, it keeps us busy, but this is mostly just to lose energy so that I can go to sleep easier. And then when we're not doing that, just go and grab a log and take it home. Oh, well, let's grab a lot of logs. This log pushing seems like such nonsense. Probably a lot of finesse to it. should be finer if I could see. That said, it's daytime now. Perhaps I should go out and see the hobo. Who I've never seen before, so maybe we'll get an introductory speech. Anyway, I want that other one as well. I'm not chopping down trees for charity here. I don't know how much object permanence there is in this game. Is that log still going to be there? Would it be there in 3 days' time? Would it be there in a year's time, complete with me closing and reopening the game? I don't know. Oh wait. Sometimes it does not like going in there. Who do we have here? Tasty, amazing, rare things. Wait, we already had this discussion. We're not meant to be telling people we're from another world. That is far too much. I need my seed money here. Oh, absolutely not. Right, so what does he sell us anyway? Golden jewelry, silk, rape seeds? Could be relevant, could not be. Why are these grape seeds a different... There's different quality on these, aren't there? Oh. If I wanted to, we sell these in packs of 4, as I recall. Well, no deal, I'm no botanist currently. Alright, well that's stuff to consider doing. Yeah, it looks like it's got quality. What that means, I do not know. Still no stuff to steal around here, or is there? No, it's not stealing. It's doing manual labor. So somebody said this is where I can find Mr. Hobo, who might sell me some grease. But I'm seeing no such thing. Oh, how about you? Peace and herbs and nice sweet things, sweet like honey. Oh, hang on, I have honey. Oh, he wants 5 honey. I'll smeg off about that one then. Oil. Surely that's what I need, so give me one of those. Also, hemp seeds. I guess I could grow a little bit of hemp. Give it a go. He wants firewood. Alright, good enough for me. Maybe I can finally get back on my grave industry. Right, mad donkey. Stop crapping on my road. How messed up is this corpse that I've left here for so long? Oh, it's full condition. Wonderful. Come over here. If you're good, we keep you. If you're bad, you're liquidated. There we go. can't quite tell. Let's start by taking out your blood and fat and seeing how you look. Ah, this could be a problem, couldn't it? You're going to spoil here, and I'm too tired to keep working on you. Well, maybe you'll spoil there. Maybe they're preserved on the autopsy table. That would be almost too nice. Could eat. Could eat. Don't really have much to eat, though. I think decay is slowed on the table. Well, I guess we'll find out. Besides, if he decays into a horrible mess, I can always burn him. We've been looking for an excuse to finally burn somebody. What about the mod that I shoved in? Do we have other ways of expanding our inventory? Because even 40 feels like it's way too low. This game's inventory system continues to horrify me. Oh god, he's back already. Right, how are you feeling now? Wow, that's very much slowed down. Ecopod? What are you on about now? Also, where's the corpse? Good for a rat chef who loves cuisine. Slow down, game. I just want to build up a really nice graveyard. That's a whole lot of not giving me any corpses. Anyway, the real matter at hand. Body's looking quite a bit better, but there's still some bad parts to it. I reckon that's a bad heart. Also, if anyone could tell me how to decompose things, I would love to know. The game says that its heart will decompose into something, but how do we decompose? Maybe the tutorial will tell me... no. Well, maybe, but no. Maybe it's a decomposition thing here? It's alchemy. Oh, so it's probably done underneath the church then. Which means it'll be an alchemical technology that we don't have access to and we have no clue as to how. Okay. Wow, that was pretty good. Unfortunately, I made a mistake, but that's a nice body. I don't even want to burn you now. We're going to give you a nice Christian burial. Yeah, I'm trying to explore more of the cellar, but I need to get a circular saw so that I can make planks to get my way through the underground a bit better. No end to my woes, it seems. Also, what's with this? These plots are just not wide enough to take 3 of these wide. What a disaster. What am I meant to do about that? Maybe we unlock other kinds of burials? On you go. On your bike. That takes too long. Get me over to the morgue. This guy just walks so damn slow in this game, and yet he's still faster than movement in Stardew Valley. It's mad. It's nothing special. Oh, but come to think of it, already behind on gravestones and grave fences, aren't I? And these need fixing, and I don't have the gubbins to fix. Or at least I didn't. Now I should be able to, because I have access to clay, don't I? What was it that gave me the stone fixing kits? Stone repair kit at stone cutter. Yes. Maybe I can fix up some of these and get an even better graveyard. That is the goal, after all. Yes! Finally! I can make a whole batch of them as well. I do need some more metally bits. Simple iron parts. But we're finally going to fix up some of these stony bits. Make me a little bit more. I can make gravestones, huh? Decent enough, and they only cost stone, but my alternative was making wooden ones that are just as good. And they cost wood instead. Well, wooden nails. I don't know what's going to be better, the wooden cross or the gravestone. I feel like wood is easier to come by than stone. Oh, whatever. Give me one of these stone things. Gosh, that's exhausting to make. Maybe one of each. Right, we're getting somewhere. It's also giving us much needed red technology. Who's working in a grave and thinking, I wonder if the corpse is well cared for? Well, when you have the Inquisition breathing down your throat for whether or not you do take care of them, maybe it's a bit of a bigger deal. Alright, fresh body. And it is fresh. Hopefully it's a terrible body so that I can burn it. Oh, it's a really good body. Okay, come with me. I'm having your blood. I'm having your fat. And as long as I don't mess this up, and why would I? Wow, what an amazing body. Could I get better at this somehow? Gentle butcher, surgical errors reduced. Yeah, I do want to stop making such horrible errors. Right, you're coming with me, buddy. Can I interest you in some top quality goods? Good bodies right up here. Need to fix it. Oh, bollocks. That is a problem, isn't it? Can I just do this by hand? Is that body going to degrade before I cover it up? Maybe. Oh, but that can be done easily. Have a nice gravestone. You also have a nice gravestone. And then we can even fix you. Hell yeah. Some more of these can be fixed yet further, right? I'm sure there was one or two that was mangled up. No, actually, the grave looks pretty amazing. Sweet. Surely we can do yet more for you. I can give you this really nice stone grave fence, for example. Alright, now that is one high-quality graveyard. Probably. Still got some low-quality schmucks to get rid of, but hold in due time. So it's still scorching and hungry. Yeah, it's pretty damn hot, but I got the fan blowing on me right now. Okay, all seems well enough, but I need to fix that axe. Was it the axe? Was it the spade? It was something. I can just fix it like that. I thought it would be a bigger deal to have to fix one that completely broke, but no. In that case, shouldn't you just use them to breaking point constantly, if the whetstone gets used the same amount no matter how much it repairs? So many questions, so few answers. I'm starting to feel like this game would do a lot better if they just did not have an inventory system. It is pain, is what it is. Have my clay, have my stick, have my stories, I suppose. I wanted a better place to keep all my corpse parts. Maybe what I should do with corpse parts is keep them in my morgue, since that's where I create them. See if I can do something about that. And I give myself a chest here. Of course I can't. If you need storage, there's trunks in the basement of the house. But can I move them? I want a storage thing in my morgue. But I'm not able to build them. I can't just pick this up and take it with me. Hey, it's got a story. I can build trunks here. Yeah, once I clear those blockages, I can get rid of this one here. Don't know where it's going to lead me to. Let's do it. You're pathetic. The mods have given more inventory space. I just think this game shouldn't have an inventory system. It alleviates some of the pain, but it doesn't fix the underlying issues. What is there down here? Hopefully a way to do the alchemizing that I need. Gosh, it's sizable here. Where does all this lead? Oh. The game almost has fast travel underground, but it's still slow to move around. Something above us is closed there. How would you redesign the game regarding inventory? Right, look at the huge amount of space each of these are taking up. There's massive blocks on my GUI here. And consider how many items we have already found that need their own space on this. It shouldn't even be like this. It needs abstracted away. There shouldn't be physical inventory spaces. Granted, I've only played this game for a few hours, so nothing quite as nasty as someone saying to you how a game should be when they barely know how to play it. But it did not take long for that to be a grave annoyance to me. The inventory system, that is. Key is needed to proceed here. This can be clogged away if we just get more of those stake things. Although ultimately it's just a shortcut. What I really need is this. I need that sawmill. Building. Circular saw. 200. That's a lot of crafting I need to do. I guess it must be done. Or make it the way every modern inventory system is. Make it have tabs, ingredients, body parts. I don't know. Don't know if what this game needs is more menus. The menus are already a bit bulky to get through here. It took me a while to even notice that you could scroll between different kinds of technology when I started this up. Partly because the tooltip right there loves to block off the stuff at the top as well. Well, GUI is pain, but that's nothing new to us. What am I looking at here? I think I will take the blacksmith stuff so I produce more of it. And you know what? I like the idea of precious metals. Although I need to be saving up my red sign so that I can get circular saw blading. And God knows what else that is going to need. I'm going to check, says Aurelia. I've played 131 hours and I agree completely, and the inventory system does not need to be this limited. Right, I do want some additional grey fences to make my place look even better. I'm going to need a bunch of them, right? However, aren't the stone fences even better? But I do not have such technology. Where was that under? Man, I've got one squeaky L2 button. I hope you can't hear that, but it's putting bad shivers down my back. Here we go, stone gravestones. Yeah, go on. They give a whole bunch. I will still make this, but let's see what we can do stone-wise. Yeah, go on then. My people deserve the best, and only the best. Not to mention making all this has given me that valuable experience needed. And hey, it's going to be time for another sermon soon, but hold on, I didn't make what I needed, did I? And what did I need? I wanted to do Price of Faith. Let's get that unlocked and see if we can't make ourselves a donation prayer. Unless the business one is better. Prosperity, commercial blessing, improves vendor. No, sermon money plus a 50 to 150. Now that's more like it. We'll make it so. There hasn't been a corpse delivery, has there? How often does that even happen? Maybe I haven't left him any carrots. This could be considered good or... Wait, no, there's 10 carrots in there. Oh no, I had 10 carrots, and now they're in there. But what does he want here? He wanted me to build something, right? This is for the paraphernalia, right? Cook and app. Yeah, I really don't care. I'm here to get my corpsey mojo going. Combo or faith prayer is better. There are other ways to make money, but there aren't other ways to get faith. Well, let's go and see what we can do down at our wee bit underground here. I needed to make a desk, and desk needs more flitching. See, this is why it feels really bad to move around. I wouldn't even say you move that slowly. It just feels slow. Because you have to do so much back and bloody forthing. And why? Because of inventory. Right. I can't even remember. Did it want flitch or planks? It was flitch. Okay, good. Let's get that desk going, and will you fit in right there? Of course you will. I don't need to build you for some reason. Hold on, I can do paper here, but I can also do paper here. Ah, no, it's paper out of something else. It's paper out of sand and an old book. Okay, sure. I need to go and see about getting that river sand. I did unlock it after all. And there are the flyers, but I need ink, which I have not unlocked. Also, I need faith in order to get prayers to make more faith. Of course. Hang on, what do you even need there? It doesn't say, does it? Oh, Crivens, what's this? What the hell is this? Can be decomposed on the study table. Hang on, what? I can't decompose, I can only study. Yeah, I suppose I need to unlock decomposition. So there's a quality level of the things that I craft, it seems. What am I getting out of this? What's a 30%? 30% chance of getting me a bronze quality prayer for money? 30% chance prayer for faith? But why is it 30%? Or is this just telling me what it could be? But if I had better quality chapters... Okay. Well, I have none of the items that you need here. But mayhaps I could make some. Boy. Desk, notes, chapter, yes, but all of that needs some ink. But chapters need notes of quality that... Holy crap. But I need stories. Stories and ink. But then how do I get ink? I can craft ink, but I need glass. And that glass needs to also be turned into blown glass. Or maybe it's pen and... Oh my days, okay. Maybe we take a step back from that for now. Now you understand why the game takes a while. Good long play candidate. Everything gets leveled up. Everything is crafting. Means you need to dig up the resources, etc. Certainly feels like it's going to put long into long play. I don't really have any issue with that. I have issue with some of the god-awful graves that I have here. I would really like to exhume. Maybe not you. You look pretty good. Have a nice stony, fancy thing. But yeah, the crappy bodies in here I want to dig up and burn. Yeah, like you, for example. You are just awful. So I'm going to remove this. Hopefully I get to keep it in good quality. And then we exhume the body, which we need permission to do so, but that's okay, because I can get permission to exhume. It costs money, but yeah, gotta spend money to make money, and I'm not having this guy ruining my graveyard. And if I'm going to be burning you, I might as well take all the human capital out of you that I can. It's the right and rimworldy thing to do. Yeah, just give me freaking everything he's got. Now, what's it got here? You've got a shard of sin. We called it sin. I guess I'll need to figure out if you're any good or not. Look. Get off of here. You don't seem so bad, do you? Let's see how you are after I remove the blood and the fat. Because you might be somebody that I just want to bury straight away. You look pretty good. Let's take a chance chat. Where do we think his last bit of evil is? His bones? His intestines? Maybe his skin? I have been informed that the flesh is always bad to take away. Chumro thinks it's all in the skull. Chumro's never brought us wrong before. But maybe this is the time that he's going to break the cycle. Let's take the skin. Also, I want the skin for... Oh god, I'm too tired. Can I eat anything to be a little less tired? Yeah, at least eat some berries, I guess. Yum, 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 yum. Don't want to leave all these bodies rotting away now, do I? The skin was not the problem. Alright then, let's take the skull out. If it's not the skull, I bet it's the bones. Oh, it's just all going bad. I'm gonna try your bones and then that's it, you're just gone. I have no idea what your problem was. Take out those intestines. Well, we made a mess of the body, so I guess we're just going to extract everything out of both of you and then burn you. It's the right thing to do. Oh god, look at that, my inventory is already clogged up with parts. Is there a way to see if they're any good in the menu, or do you have to make a mental note of which one was which? Because these guys are really causing some horrible inventory inflation on me. I could start cooking up this meat, but we do not know yet how. Well, actually, looks like I could probably cut up the meat and eat it myself. Yeah, I mean, if I cut it up and then cooked it... Hang on, that doesn't look very good for energy efficiency. I have to spend 5 to cut it up. I then have to spend fuel and time, and I don't get that much back. Cooking is not an appealing process in this game, not at all. Anyway, back to the morgue. I got things to do with you. Just living the good life. Haven't understood what to do with sin, though. No idea. You get 2 times plus 18. Still doesn't feel like much then, does it? I mean, that's skin. Considering what I got out of berries, and the berries were practically no work. I should probably take things that scale in my inventory rather than the rest of the stuff. Alright, out you come now. Ugh. Right, so I imagine I... Wait, what? How do I burn you? Hammering this, sure. Ah, okay, it looked pretty complete to me ahead of time. Can I put multiple bodies on? That would make too much sense. Hey, there we go. These are expensive in terms of wood, though, but... Right. Knock out the marshmallows, shove some mushrooms onto a stick. And we do get the burial certificate for it. What a burial. We also got ashes. Karen's ashes? Hey, where did the stuff go? Here it is. I guess I need to clear this up? No, I don't. Alright, so this is what we do with terrible corpses, and the great corpses we bury for better ratings. Alright, it's all somewhat making sense. I don't want to use the river. I can't explain really why, it just doesn't feel right. I feel like it's going to bite me in the bum later on. The game's going to turn around and go, haha, you've put all these bodies down here. How could you do that? That is bad for these reasons. Don't know what to do with all these corpse bits I have, though. Maybe I'll store them in the basement. I have nightmares that revolve around this, but don't worry about that. Since the other things stack, the skull... Wait, the skulls stack? But don't skulls have stats? The skin stacks as well. Is it meant to? That might have been related to my mod. Let me quickly check. Because we have storage here. Tools and prayer stacking. I don't think it's stacking... There was a warning against stacking certain things, but it's not... doesn't look like a mod setting. Maybe skulls just always have certain stats to them. Walk into Jake's basement, see a bunch of stacks of skins. Oh god, it's church day. Not missing this on my watch. I didn't say craft. Yeah, I completely missed it. It was Sunday. Sorry, folks. The priest slept in today. Let's skip this. Every single person says great sermon. Well, don't forget, only by paying now in this finite life can you afford luxuries in the eternal life. As for me, well, I'm more focused on the here and the now. Corpse bits that don't stack have varying white and red. Those that do stack always have the same stats. Yeah, so taking out the fat and the blood is always good. I don't know about the skull yet. You there, what do you have to tell me? I could give you back the casual prayer. You also have casual prayer for double the price, candles and whatnot. None of that seems particularly worth my time. I like the idea of digging up all the awful bodies and burning them. But I also like the idea of making back some money on what I've just done here. Also, I've got all these gravy bits. Perhaps some of these guys that have half-decent corpses should have some half-decent bits for them. You. Yeah, you were a mistake. I need to dig you back up. You're pretty good. Again, what's the point in having a good quality graveyard? I want it to be good, just because I want to have a good quality graveyard, but I feel like it's not currently doing anything for me. Oh man, there's some terrible bodies in here that need to go. I'll still leave that hole in the ground. It's not doing me any disfavor, at least. In here, though, I should certainly keep any of these extra bits. Also, maybe my stone repair kits. Yes. They give more money after the sermon. Thanks, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Can you fix the graveyard fence? I'd love to fix the graveyard fence, but doesn't seem to be a way to do it. I'd also love to have another entrance to the graveyard here, so I don't need to keep walking around it. But there are many things I want, and I can't have them all. Yeah, he's full of trash. Constantly full of trash. I'll do what I can, for I must. Don't know what use the crop waste is, perhaps I'll figure out eventually. Probably a whole element of cooking here that's beyond me. I have no idea what to do with this sin shard. Also can't select it for some reason. Oh, there we go. There you go, brain. The top grave isn't so much broken as it needs someone inside it. Right, I need to gather quite a lot of resources. And a big part of that is that I need the red technology as well. Good thing I'm no stranger to busy working games like these. Now listen... Oh, now for me to listen to Jake while I go and play What Lovecraft Made a Survival Shooter Video Game. Fit. This is especially important because, as we know, we need 2 of you in order to set a fire. I do like putting out fires. Something rather relaxing about burning these bodies. Hold on, what's this? Stone Garden. Looks like I'm passing on that for now. You need more dead people for your graveyard to look better. Take your sword, visit the village. I can't... Yeah, my main problem right... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. There's a limit to how many of these things I can have. Okay. Well, let's get liquidating. That requires sleeping. The day that my tools run out and the whetstone needs replacing, they're not very cheap, are they? Yeah, concern about getting corpses, of course, is that I need to pay for it in carrots, and I'm going to run out of carrots pretty soon. Because the yield of seeds is lower. Oh, hang on, I got all the hemp seeds back, though. How bizarre. What to make of that? I'm going to make a ton of billets, It's giving me experience and... oh, not a lot, though. One, another one, another one, and another one. Well, I need them for burning bodies. But yeah, how do I get more carrots? How do I get more carrot seeds? I need to consider these things. Yeah, my weapons or my tools seem fine enough. Well, whilst I'm gathering up loads of these things, let's get loads of flitches as well. Farmer near the village sells carrot seeds. I will seek him out. Will I seek him out now? No, it's a little too late in the day. Oh, steady on now. That corpse could be amazing. Don't want to leave it looking nasty now, do we?